Greetings, traveler.
So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be watching a Beater Babbit game. Demons, Dragons, Nagas, Pirates, Undead. So we just talked a little bit about Rylak. It's not going to be in. So pretty important distinction. Big demons are going to be strong here. We've got Pirates for money. We've got Rogers with Evoker, potentially. We also just have the shiny ring guy with Evoker. It's kind of hard to farm spell power here. I guess you could have the end of turn Demon Dragon. Yeah. So lots of opportunities here. Let's see what Beater wants to do. Let's actually just pay attention to how he does the early game, where we can see, okay, how is he going to basically implement what we talked about earlier, which is be strong, survive, go to high tier, right? So he opens a spell here. Usually I do that too when dragons are in, because it's very nice to get the whelp. So Beater on the 8 armor cookie actually does not like going for the front rake, it seems, which is interesting. Or perhaps he wanted to see if he could get a golden front rake by opening one. Actually not 100% sure what the reasoning is there, but I think it's got to do more with the 8 armor being a little bit too risky, and the fact that he likely wants to go 3-on-3 on cookie. And if you want to go 3-on-3 on cookie, front rake doesn't really make a lot of sense. So I think it's that combo, right? It's mainly the wanting to go 3-on-3 that just makes it awkward. All right. So he's going to keep eating dragons. The next turn, probably, it would be great if he can roll a damage coin. That way he can keep his divine shield. Now, if he finds a fantastic shop, we could see him even take a 2-drop and stay. That happens sometimes. Not really fantastic, so I think level is still happening. It's like almost okay. It needs a spell craft next to the lurker, and then it'd probably be good enough to not level. Should he freeze an early triple? No, unless it's economy. You should almost never freeze it. Okay, we will go for the 3-on-3. Here we go. Eats a dragon again. I guess it's just a 4-6 with upside. Yep. Man, those Chroma Drake buffs really hit hard. It made that Chroma Drake trinket even better. Elise also 3-on-3, so we're not even going to take damage. That's wonderful. Keeps very good armor here. No damage taken in the first 3 rounds. You can just buy Skyfin and the dragon. That's super solid here, because that dragon is a tempo dragon. He does have to eat an undead, which is a little meh, but that's okay. Small price to pay for a lot of tempo here. The Finley is also going to go to tier 3, so there's actually a relatively good chance we're not even taking damage here, because that is one hell of a tempo play here. Oh, never mind, big board. Well, wait. There's not a lot of stats on the back line here. No, we're fine. Nice. I was like, oh, 5 units, it's over. But the back line had like no numbers on it. Very nice. So yeah, I mean, low armor heroes, it's so good to win these early rounds. Such a big deal. Yeah, we like the spell. We like the hooktail. It's a little, I don't know. The gold is weird, right? Because that's 5 golds. You can't really roll. You can level, you can sell your 3-5, and then you can open the spell, take the loss here. Curious to see what Beater wants to do. Definitely interesting enough. Yeah, he's taking his time here. Not a straightforward round. Sometimes you just have a shop where the numbers just add up, and you're like, oh, that's easy, right? Like if he has 2 minions and an overconfidence here, it adds up pretty well. You can just slam 2 minions, but looks like we're just selling. I think you probably end up just chef's choicing, right? Just chef a dragon. Try to add another Chroma Drake. No. Not the best outcome. That was cool for me to see. Beater essentially just saying it's too awkward for me to level. I'll take too much damage. So I'm just going to have to buy a card and roll. No. Cool to see that. Pretty bad trade. Don't think we're losing anyway. Oh, we're not losing it. We're tying if he gets a good hit. Yeah, now he gets a tie. Damn. Great trades for the opponent. Book. Everything else seems like the pendant is so expensive, and I don't think you want keychain or pendant. It seems like book is the only trinket that is offered here. I'm gonna be real. Let's see if Beater agrees, or if he just wants to have some fun with the pendant or something. I think book is the only thing that's offered here, but I have to figure it out. All right, blow me away with a different pick here, Beater. Nope. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's hard for it to not be book there. Thank God the book is in there because, you know, otherwise you actually have 0 trinkets offered instead of 1. Hooktail pair? Ember Guardian, not bad either. Not a sleepy pair, right? Now he is going to hero power, so he might get the triple. That's like the one thing. But then again, you'd rather take the Hooktail pair, right? Chroma Drake, cycle. I kind of like cycling for oil here, bro. Cycling that oil. Oh yeah, let's go. That's that. You know you want a beater. Let's go, baby. Double Hooktail makes it pretty easy to make that play, though. You know, because we all want to play the oil, right, deep inside. We just need to be able to justify it to ourselves. So it's like, well, I've got 2 Hooktails. It's tempo, baby. It's right there. Let's go. I am doing the responsible play by buying the oil here. So that's always nice. You don't need a lot of convincing then. Keychain. Buying the keychain is exactly what we said you shouldn't do. Because then he is doing build stuff on turn 6. Turn 6 is not when we are making our build, chat. Turn 6 is when we are getting strong so we can level to 5. And that's exactly what happened this game. Look how clean that is, chat. Look how clean that is. Because Beater is not worried about what his build is going to be on turn 6. Like, he might have preferences. He might have an idea of even what he's going to force later in the game. But he's not forcing it right now. Right now, it's all about be strong, save health, level. Right? If you can do all 3, fantastic. That's exactly what's happening here. All right, so double Knight, but no Reborn on them, so we are going to be chilling. Yeah, Knight is a strong early game. Not bad. Wish you could reset your MMR. You had 1 bad day and now you're only plus 100 to win. Yeah, but that's normal. Resetting your MMR wouldn't have helped with that. It's just your internal MMR. It's not like you had a boost and now the boost ran out. It's just that your internal MMR was ahead of your external. So it doesn't really matter if you had like a good or a bad start. Like if you just start winning now, it will have the same effect as if you were winning in the beginning. If that makes sense. So it's just a waste of time wanting to reset your account. And this has Caligos as well. I like that they put Cali on 5. It's like actually a choice now. Cali on 6 was just Omega lol. Cali on 5, you're like, yeah, I mean, that's +2/+2 per battle cry. That's not bad. I mean, that's a good tempo here. It's competing with Hooktails. Chief's internal MMR is 9 to 10k. No. Gets an Evoker off the chef's choice. Holy. All right. Man, gets to go to tier, eats the Cali to make a point to the devs. Like, I'll rather eat it than play it. Right. What greater trinket would you hope for here? It doesn't even matter that much. Money, random money is fine. There's some stuff, dragon specific stuff that could be okay, but just like generic money would be fine. Yeah. When he stops getting extra MMR for wins. Oh, well, his internal MMR starts at 8,000, but because he keeps winning, it goes 8,100, 8,200, 8,300, right? So the internal MMR keeps climbing, but the external MMR is 300, 300, 300, 300, 300. So at some point they catch up. Poet Portrait is more than fine here. That's actually a really good one in this meta. Because Evoker, especially in the no elemental lobbies, Evoker is pretty sweet. There's still demons to get bigger. I guess triple. Ember Guardian is probably better actually with Poet. You could just like start perma shielding your whole board. I might skip the triple here. Just go Ember Guardian. Because it's going to be strong. You can even add Nightbane later, and then you have like a full Divine Shield board, and you're just getting Night. I like the Amber Guardian, but I think you can always buy it later. I've changed my mind. I like the triple more. Yeah. It's definitely the triple, because we might hit Ring Bearer. Right, Chad? Yep. I'm glad we all agree on that. Well, yeah, this game is pretty silly right now. So he took his first loss, and now there's a turtle, of course. Good stuff, good stuff. Thinking about Banana. He's trying to win this round to keep his damage cap. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he does have Evoker. Fair. Changing it so... Wow. Golden shiny ring guy? For tempo, right? Yeah. Because you can golden evoker, but golden shiny ring guy is double the spells cast, which means your evoker is scaling double as fast anyway. So probably just golden ring guy. Yeah, he does not need poet. More buffs on the spells. He can get that, yeah, if he wants to. Yep. Can cycle here. Just looking for a better dragon to end on. Another spell. Oh my god. The fact that he gets it off. Oh, Golden Poet, of course! It used to not... Sorry, the reason why I didn't even consider the Poet is during Time Warp meta, that was an illegal play. You could not do that. If you would try it, Bob would just send you straight to jail. Be like, you knew what you were doing. That's not happening. But now, all silliness aside, Time Warp units used to be immune to Reno hero power. But now that we are no longer in Time Warp meta, they have abandoned that rule. So it makes Xeric and like clone a Time Warp Skipper or something like way better. So now you can Reno your... Oh my god. So the whole board gets permanent scaling times 2. Oh my god, bro. This is actually such an obscene dragon game. Ooh, wisdom ball for the fans, for the fans. Wait, he just I saw the evoker. I didn't see the shiny ring guy. It's like a wisdom ball shop already. It's wisdom ball without the wisdom ball. Look at it, chat. It's like that is better than a lot of wisdom ball shops, right? He gets an evoker. No, come on, Beater. It's right, the wisdom ball. It's right there. Do the wisdom ball. All right, no wisdom ball. Reno, the new hero power, of course. Xeric, clone it. Let's go. We're doing it. All right, should have wisdom balled. Punished. I'm chat now, Stormpod. Okay, buddy. These hero powers are actually just criminally good. Well, you don't want to taunt the poet. That's the one you want to keep alive. So you don't want to taunt the ring guy. I guess you taunt spell power guy. Hooktail's gonna get sold, right? For another ring. If not now, the next turn, but we've got that Amul that we want to buy, so I'm kind of down to sell Hooktail and just hold the Amul. I was gonna cast it. Okay. Well, the first Amul failed. This one is most definitely not failing. Jesus. So he's doing both spell power and evoker. He's gonna get so many stats. And of course, everything is like ×2 because of the poet, right? This is actually obscene. Because normally it's either evoker or spell power, but Beater is gonna scale both because he just hit. And then of course it's ×2 again because of poet. Very nice. And of course, yeah, the Vandar hero power copies his shiny ring guy, so now the ring you get even more permanent combat scaling. This is so perfect. He rolled Reno hero power, and in the current season it is allowed to Reno hero power your time warps. I still have to get used to that. I didn't even consider it. Of course it's amazing that you can do it, but I didn't even consider it. So I have to make sure I don't miss that in my own games. Yeah, they're both fine. Broodmother with the current setup is cool, but I kind of like... I still like the idea of trying to get the permanent shields, but the game is so fast already. But he has board space now, and he has Hamul. If that Hamul finds the Divine Shield Dragon, I like playing it for a turn at least, because you have the Time Warp Poet, so no matter where the shield goes, it will be permanent. You thought this was my game? Oh, don't worry about it, man. Yeah, it's there. It's right there. And it's kind of perfect because you could just buy the shiny ring, I guess. Then another Nightbane. Sell the Rogers, sell the Deathly Striker, play the Nightbane, play the Divine Shield Dragon, squeeze in a permanent shield, play a shiny ring. It's either that or he just keeps his Rogers for the proc, which means he doesn't play Nightbane, but I kind of like playing Nightbane. It's already top 3, right? So Who cares about one bounty? You could also just buy another Nightbane and forget about the shield plan. Just play 2 Nightbanes. Fine too. I like the shields though, especially because we're considering Nightbane. All right, we're selling for the ring. Oh, he's thinking about just going for the extras buffs. Oh, he's gonna do it like that. Oh, the spell power is way better. Yep. Classic beater, just strictly better than my play. Adding spell power to your shiny rings in combat is just better than playing a shiny ring. Permanent shielded Nightbane, sure. Not really the one you wanted, but okay. The thing is, the game is going so fast that it's gonna be hard to squeeze in more shields, huh? Is this a one shot? I think it is, right? It's a lot of stars on the board. Yeah, it's a lot of stars. 24, 29, 35? 35. Ooh, not a one shot. 36. Okay, maybe he can milk another shield. The Finley is like, woo. Close one. He gets a ghost. Oh my god, that's not fair. There's no justice in this world, chat. Well, I guess that answers the question as whether he can farm another shield or not. I kind of want this Broodmother on the board because we have the shiny ring thing, but it's also like when and how, and that's a tough one. Deep Sea Baby, thank you very much for the 6 months. Thank you. Yeah, having shield on Nightbane means it survives longer, so the Poet can give it more buffs with the shiny ring. Didn't triple the shiny ring off the Chef's Choice, you're right. That is criminal. I shouldn't have talked yet. He was not done yet, chat. He was not done yet. We were too fast. He's like, behold, my streamer powers. Random death rattle, Nightbane. Boom. Okay, well, the 6-drop's not shiny ring, guys, so how good is it really? All right, here we go. Another permanent shield on the ring. Yeah. We have too much health on our Evoker. We're copying the Evoker instead of the ring guy. Man, if he triples the shiny ring guy, though, then that will become his copy. Because he has Vandar hero power, he doesn't have Drekthar. Drekthar copies the one with the highest health, but Drekthar copies attack, Vandar copies health. So it's all about getting more health on the ring guy than the Evoker, and I mean, it's not even going to trigger against the ghost, which is hilarious. But that's basically if he can triple the ring guy, it's disgusting. Freezing for armor. Okay, well, I mean, he does win the long run, right? So going to 31, sure. I don't know if I'd freeze for it at this point. I'd probably have fun. Then again, he just wants to cast spells, it seems. Yeah, we're not re-rolling that hero power. Overconfidence for the lulz. We have Evoker. It's justified. Yeah, he can honestly just keep that shield on the board. Double Golden Poet doesn't stack. It doesn't stack, no, but they will buff each other. But this is a Timewarped Poet. Timewarped Poet already buffs itself. So there is no reason to add a Poet to this board. Hence. Yeah, I like untaunting that now, because you do want the Nightbane to die at some point. Let's see what he does. Yeah, untaunt. I mean, his build is basically done, right? It's just hit the triple on the shiny ring. There's a tech with a hero power that summons Evoker and double stars of combat effect. So the hero power would trigger first, and then Evoker would trigger twice. So he could play down a unit. But is the Evoker buff worth playing down a unit? Probably not, right? I don't think so. He can put Evoker first and take damage on it. That is a line too, yeah. Oh my god. The Nightbane just makes all the damage permanent because of the Timewarped Poet. This is so unreasonable. Look at these numbers, chat. This is such an unreasonable dragon game. I have to try a little bit more of that permanent shield myself in dragon lobbies. I haven't really been doing that, but now that I think about it, elementals will have a really tough time and demons will have a really tough... Oh, you actually found a triple. That's so insane. Okay, beater. But as I was saying, if you have a way to make a big Nightbane and you can shield your other stuff, that's just That's just really, really annoying to deal with, right? Like, how are you going to deal with that? You have to almost play Beast or Undead because your opponent will play full shield, very high damage. So you have to play Blaster, but then you have only 6 units instead of 7, right? And then the fact that there's 7 high attack units on the other board, if you only have 6 guys, how are you trading, right? You need to build a cleave, and like, it's so... like, it's a lot of problems that you introduce for the opponents, basically. I think in Dragon lobbies, I will try harder now to get a Nightbane. Simply because of that that 3-drop, the Amber Guardian. It has the Reborn for the Nightbane here. Still good. Beautiful. Well, this is just an unreasonable game, chat. So just the way we like him. You know, he could play down a unit, but as soon as something dies, he will summon the second ring guy, so... I don't think we're playing down a unit. Doesn't seem worth it. I am kind of down with leading with this Amber Guardian, though. I'm just, like, killing it off. So what Beater is doing now with the shields doesn't really matter because the game's over. But if the game wasn't over, oh well, there's some scam on the other side. Let's see. If the game wasn't over, then he basically shields the things that he doesn't want to get a permanent shield. Because the Amber Guardian will not cast shield on something that already has a glow scale shield. Alright, 100% lethal him. I mean, the shields just help too much as well. There are 2 Leroys, but that's just 2 Leroys. The Timewarped Poet being golden is just... my god. Nightbane with the Reborn actually kills the Leroy. Well, these are the games that I love casting, right? I love also casting like technical, tough games where just like really, really good play. It's not like Beater played bad here, but this was more of a... let's just see how much crazy shit one guy can hit in one game. Those are always fun to watch too.